Looks like I'm live. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. I've gone live early just to test the microphone, and I've got a wretched cold. Oh, please bear with me. Hi, Tom. Hello, Tom. How are you, sir? Can you hear me? Can you give me a sound check, please, mate? I'm on early because I've got a wretched cold and I don't feel too good. Mic working. Okay. Camera? Camera working all right, Tom? I hope you're okay, Tom. I've got a stinking cold, mate. A real stinker. I don't feel too good. That's why I started a little early today. Oh, hello, Middleport. Hang on, I've got to bring up some names. Mark Hemmeldown is in. Middleport Junction. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Mark's in the house. How's Mark? Hi there, Alan. Can hear you. And the camera is fine. Sorry to hear you're under the weather. A little bit. I've just gone down with a cold. And, well, I will run some trains in a moment. Now we're all up and running. So we've got 2 diesels, 2 steam and 1 electric tonight. There we go. Hello, Andy, your hot dog pilot. Andy, how are you, sir? Thanks for coming along. I am up early. It's just I don't know how long I'm going to last today. I've got a real stinking cold. So if you hear me snivelling and dribbling, is Brian. Hello, Brian. How are you? Hope you're well, sir. Hope I got that right. No, Chris. Sorry, Chris. I always get your name wrong. Timber's here. Hello, Timber, sir. How are you, sir? Yeah, cheers for the little tippy tappy on the site today, Chris. Much appreciated. Hope you are feeling better now, Tom. Oh, Tom's had the lurgy as well, is he? Right, so enough of me. Let's have a look round, see what we've got. Nothing as yet. Nothing as yet. So let's get things underway. What we having first? Here we go then. Yeah, Mark is getting on. Mark at Hemmeldown is really getting on with his layout. What's that? Um, somebody asked for the high next. And here she comes. Oh, behave. Go. What's only 7 in the house? And again, I am up early, aren't I? It's still what 10 to. So yeah. I'm gonna get my seat back. Oh, what we got coming now? Oh, yeah, I am a bit rough. And I am a little bit rough. I've got the lurgy. They hear me sniffling and coughing. You know why? I'm sorry about that. Um, I'm hate in the house. I wonder why that is. Right, we got oh, is there anybody else live streaming tonight? I don't want to step on anybody's patch. Right, where are we? Yeah, I know. I think Tom's had it. Somebody asked Tom if he was all right now. So, one Wednesday two. Which team because me off? Adam, Limo Chairman 1-4. How are you? I did start early because I'm not very well today. Sunday. It is Sunday today, isn't it? Beg your pardon. Well, I think it's Sunday. Yes, it is Sunday. I think. Oh, 8 in the house. That's not very good today. I'm going to have to have a look at my calendar to see what day it is. Sunday the 20th. So I am right. We've got the high mighty high back out again for a stint. I was crying high neck. In fact, John does a fortnightly show, 7 till 9 hours. Oh, okay. Yeah, I only come early, because I'm not in a very good way. Prod the like button, folks. Yeah, please do. What have I got right? Oh, yeah. I better stop my next for a look at this club. It's so much better now, this thing, with its all wheel pickups. I've just got an email from Philip, so I'm not sure where he is. And he comes second in the Hornby picture shoot competition, which I thought was quite good. Hopefully, I get some kind of prize and in the magazine. Right, let's get rid of one dirty diesel and get another one out. Oh, oh. I'll have to look this John JMC up then, see what's happening. If I missed anybody coming into the house. Oh, Lee at Anfield Road is in the house now. Hello, Lee. How are you? Fine. Let's get rid of the pipe next. Get another dirty diesel on. On my home, the coffee go. Oops. Hello. I'm behind in the comments again. Hello, Peter Jones. Thanks for coming along. Right, we're going to put another diseaser into a few now. When I get 2 seconds. Points. 13. Point 13. Points number 6. If I get this one, we're going to have 12. Right, let's try. There's another diesel coming now. Another diesel coming. Here we go. Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian. Finiston, fine, Finn. How are you, stuff? Oh, here comes the other diesel. Look. My Digger's in the house. Hello, Digger. 17 in the house. What if we get Bernie tonight? Bernie, 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 where are you? Niggle Court is down to me. Not much going on this side of the layout, it's all around the other side. Two members of the Bernie fan club, me and Brian. Big lads are Bernie. Oh, excuse me. Plenty in the house. Anybody with a report on YouTube? The likes? How many likes we got so far? Fine, I have to learn you there. And like, oh, that's not bad. 19. Bring up the numbers a bit now. 19 in the house. Please come and say hello if you come in the house. GWR. Yeah, you were the first person, GWR, to put the first message in. I think it was yesterday. So I think that's off memory. I think it's Sean, isn't it? GWR. Let me have a look. Sean, yeah. Oh, we got minus 55. Yeah, I never see it. No, you haven't popped up on here. Yeah, minus 55. Minos. I never know how to say it. Which is John. Hello, John. You? Step closer to the microphone. Hey, is that any better? No. Those, Ghostland Rigby. Hello, Rigby. How you doing, sir? Calling you that almost makes me feel like I'm at school with you for some reason. Hi, Rigby. I'm a bit bunged up and down with a bit of a cold at the moment. I hope I'm going to be okay tomorrow. I've got to go to hospital with my daughter. There's always something, you know. There's always something. 20. Yeah, yeah. You'll probably get Captain Static on in a minute. Anthony Dodge. Hello, Anthony Dodge. How are you? Hope you're well, sir. Even though I am sick poorly, I'm going to have a beer. Hmm. I've got running, should I say it, fairly well tonight. 22 in the house. Oh, going good. Going good. I don't think I'm going to be going as long as normal because, I'm not feeling too brilliant. Oh, well, apart from me. I'm not that bad. I'm just really snotty and all straight on my chest where it always does. Ah. Well, we have the high next country game. Station. Point number 6. Here we go. Point number 13. Here we go. Oh, this should be the high next country game. Yeah, hopefully the Dover Strait is a bit sloppy to stop those boat people coming over. What's up with this country? I don't know. There are enough needy people coming over. They're bloody paid. Just finished weathering my coal depot. Looks pretty good. Oh, that's interesting, Peter. Hello, Danny and Isaac Junk. How are you? Welcome along, sir. We talked the numbers up to 28. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. Did you finish your town scene? Yeah, kind of. There's still a lot of work to do on it on the town scene, but yeah, I've got the walls up. I've got trains running through them now, so it's getting quite interesting. Back to wiring there. Yeah, Ida, that's Danny, isn't it? Yeah. Down to 25 now. What's happening? Oh, I'm on go. Let's have another go at that. Yeah. By saying hello. And it's slipping down. 24, 25. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. This is purely medicinal. Yeah. Okay. Anybody got anything to report? I've been making 8 bridges today, or 8 variants of one bridge for my shop. Yeah, there's a few colds around, isn't there? Everybody's had it, and now I've got it. It'll be alright tomorrow, I hope. Five in the house, and for 5 minutes. High Mecca disgraced herself on the other side of the layout. But Sucker's got a long inside crossing, and we just leave her there. 27, we're going back up again. Right, we've lost the locomotive. Where's it gone? I've only got one camera again tonight. I think I've had enough with StreamYard. I'm going to go back to whatever the other one was, OBS. I'm going to have a go on that. Oh. Hello, Worthington Model Railway. That's Steve. Hello, Steve. How are you, sir? Oh, there we go. Chairman putting Lumgonia up. Now that is a good site. That site has got something worth looking at. In fact, there's hours worth of information in there. Yeah, Worthington Steve, I believe. Who's the Model Railway is huge. Absolutely huge. Great Northern Railway in the Great Centre. Gotta go and get the bread back later. Oh, that's Peter. Okay, see you when you got the bread, Peter. But busy, yeah, that's good. Keep busy. Timbersurf website. Yeah, have a look at that. That's something else. Night ferry. Yeah, then have we had night ferry in before? No, I don't think we have. Hello, night ferry. How are you? I don't think I've seen your in here before. Maybe I'm wrong. Night ferry. What's the purpose of your night ferry, if you don't mind me asking? Now, if you know night ferry, go to and teach the night ferry. But I haven't come across you, I don't think. Hmm. Um, it's a dodgy, unsecure site. Don't want to pay the silly fee for making it secure. Well, there's nothing to steal off there anyway, is there, timber? It's all information, really. So you haven't got a database or anything to worry about, I don't think. Night ferry. I've been here before. Oh, sorry, I was. Ah, now I remember that. And FMP 90RD. Sounds to something more railway related. Okay. I do remember your old handle. 28 in the house. Ha 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 ha. Somebody else new in the house. Well, I have the street model railway with Peter Buckland. So, hello, Peter. How are you? All the locos around the other side of the layout. They're not syncing very well tonight. I have to wait for them. Here comes the sound trade. That's on. And coming at once. Huh? Ah, Stuart. Hello, Stuart. How are you, sir? Good to see you in. Everything all right with you, hopefully? I can't work out where Captain Spatula is. Not Spatula, it's Static. He used to be here by now. Maybe he's forgotten. Yes. Uh-huh. It's really worth the money to keep the website up. I'm not sure if it's worth it for the views I get. Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? Web designers don't come cheap. What's this? I was taken back as what is that? We're in John's screen. Lovely memory of her. Um, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. I'm not taking it back. It goes to in John's screen. You know how? What happened there? Lovely memory of. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what that is all about. I'm sorry. I've read it a couple of times, you know. Oh my god. Oh, for the lost. I'm not keeping up very well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm alright, Stuart. I got a bit of a cold, but we're getting on with it. A nice keep steak and passes away. Oh, oh, this is the trouble as you get older, isn't it? 29 and I was in the first 83. What's new? This is hospital friend. Sorry, sorry, Adam, it's always about you. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, mate, I really am. Oh, 31 in the house. That's very good. Did, did you get the flu vaccine? Yes, I did a couple of weeks ago. So it doesn't stop colds, obviously. There's enough lurgies around, isn't there? I haven't tested to see if it's COVID, but I don't think so. Anybody want to come in and have a quick chat? Should I put the link up? Yes, I've had my flu vaccine. Oh dear, sorry. There's one in the house. They're not used to sit. Oh, and the COVID one in the other abroad me. Ah, I had the flu, but I've only had the first two COVIDs, what, a year and a half ago? I haven't had any boosters or anything. I haven't. Yeah. Also, really. No. Something I knew. Are you all typing manually? Yes. Nice, Barry. Um, you should have down the right hand side of the screen the chat, and on the bottom of it's got post a comment or something like that. Only one in there. Right, I'm going to little play with the controls for a minute. Let's post this in there. Post that in there. See what that does. Oh, Oh, it doesn't work with smartphones, only with computers. Oh, I see. The few one usually doesn't work with that. We use the I know this year. The wrong person. Wrong ah, I've had enough. I've had enough. Got to go and rescue. I think I must got something from Bernie. Maybe need a PC jab. Oh, let's try that. I'm meant to be working on my website, but I've just been too busy. Just too, you can't spread yourself everywhere, can you? Um, yeah, I don't know. The free membership still going, but you need to email me to get the code to get in. Still lots of work to be done on it, but winter really hasn't started yet, has it? So I will get round to it. Right, where are we? Back to the chat. We've got, oh yeah, number four, 100 pounds. See what's going on there. Really fast. On the website. Oh, thank you, Rhino, Adam. Thank you for that. It is still in development and it is working, but a lot of improvements, updates, and things. So you can post your pictures up of your layout, and it's 100% trained. And if you want to join, you need to email me. Email me here. You get the code to get in for free. Oh, some clubbing going on. That's good. I was fine after the jab, and the second was hanging, and the second and booster was hanging. I haven't had the booster, I'm afraid. On it alone. Have you been offered much for that URL, Alan? I've just remembered to ask. Um, well, it is my own on my own server. So yes, I will have a look at that as well for the troops railway. Uh, uh, there we go. Uh-huh. Right, once more. Try it again. Once more. Few happen. I'm just been rescuing a locomotive. Hopefully it's on. Looks good. Where am I? Last time. Last time. Right, where are they? Only 7 in the house, that's fine. Anybody new? Keep the buffer. Right. Yeah, they were crazy times, weren't they, when they released the domain name? I think that must have been at least 10 years ago. 31 in the house. Fred Wilbury Park. I Fred. Yeah, Wilbury Park or Fred. Pop it onto the list. Oh, now cancelled. Even more trains to Warley. So that's me out. Oh. It must be in striking distance for you, really, isn't it, Mark? Only be an hour up the road from where you are. Are they striking then again or something? Well, it's been a new bit. Right? Oh, there could be cars out of action as well. Oh, well, that makes it a whole lot. Have you bought your ticket? No, that'd be even worse, wouldn't it? Yeah, fucking, you're right, okay, fuck, yes, of course. Adrian Roth. Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. I've got a bit of a cold, but I still managed to do the stream tonight. Welcome aboard, Adrian. How are you, sir? Why? That made me a mod. I could do a lot more. Like, what a link in for you. So you to buy a pit head. I would like a pit head because my dad was a miner. My dad was a miner down here in the Kent coalfield, but I haven't got enough room. I'm pretty much stacked out. Yeah, no, I haven't got room for a pit head. I'm sorry. But thanks anyway. How do I'm not sure if I can make you a moderator from here, can I? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Put user in timeout. No, block user. I'm sorry, I'm not on YouTube, so I don't think I can do it from here. We've had a crash. What is that then? I can see that. We're having problems tonight. Everything stop. No, stop. Oh, my mineral train has decided to throw itself up the embankment. There you go. And let's see who's willing to go. That's willing to go. Yeah, that's willing to go. I've got the mineral train throwing itself up the embankment, down over the embankment, and Blackmore Rail decided to block our front boat here. Just the front wheel for some reason. Who knows? So you're not in beds rather than parks. We're going to fix you up. Yeah, come on, somebody's got to be passing your door, Mark. Huh. Have you tried putting it on YouTube? What was that? Hey, you're more than welcome to come on board. I think you might be alright with your volume. You'll soon find out. Echoes is out there. Yeah, I've not gone for lighting. It's one of those. No, you either like it or you don't. I can't be bothered with lighting, I'm afraid, because I'm running daylight all the time. It's always daylight here in Buckland Junction. Always fine day, blue skies. Very poor, not great. Timber Service a big fan of lighting. Every building I have. Right. You got somebody popped up now. Here, you're waiting to come in. Can you let him in? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. It's coming. Right. Here comes Clive. Hello, Clive. How are you?
Hola.
Got that right, haven't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just stopped the train so I can't hear a bloody thing. Right. How are you, sir?
Oh, not too bad.
Okay. I would put myself on camera, but I got a big red nose because I got a cold.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of Jeff Bunz's work there, Tim, with light controllers and Arduinos.
Oh. Is where it works automatically on its own, or do you still have some kind of involvement?
Hello, Goffland. Yeah, those little warehouses, I've got some of these.
Are they the
Tiny
LED
little
strips, are they?
These are just little I don't know whether that'll show up.
I see the wires. I'm not sure what you're actually got there. Are they little grain of wheat bulbs or are they LED?
They're little SMDs
Uh-huh.
in that might show you better on that one.
Come a bit closer.
Like a little wall light.
Okay. What is SMD then?
Surface mount.
Oh, okay.
They've got a tiny little square LED inside them.
All right.
So you got basically one of them inside. You see that little bit shining? Each one of those little yellow dots is a LED. Give you an idea. And they're a larger one. They're a 603, which is the size of the LED panel. But I know Digger showed some of these, which I think the ones he showed were longer. These are the shortest ones you can get. These are about the right size for an 8-foot fluorescent light. I'll just try and rig one up. Turn my little thing on. So they're going to be strip fluorescents in my workshop, if my camera can stay with me. Yeah, they're not very big. No, it's just on a 3-volt battery at the minute, Digger. But I do have a resistor in my bag. I think they do a 12-volt, but they're in the longer ones with the more cobs on them. But I got these warm white ones. I got a few packs. And the little flashing end of tail lights I do are on these. These are 805 LEDs. All I do is it's Rusty Rail's 3D model resin printed end of tail lamps. I just drill them through and then remount and glue one of these in the back. And these come with the resistors on them. They're a pretty close flash rate to the real thing. If you see one, I think my short video, there's one of my little miniature ones alongside the real thing. clear it all up now. So yeah, I'm now looking at putting LEDs in these because of the fair price one I said about this. Got the holes already in them. But this one I've constructed so that I keep painted the back black so it's ready. I'll put the LEDs in, and if I need to access it, I can just pop the back off and get some of the other ones. You have to, the way they're constructed or designed, you have to take the front off, but you can obviously glue them up. But this one I've just been playing with. This one I've just done the flashing and ridge out of an old business card. I'll pop the front out. This was the only kit that didn't have centre holes in the centre floor, which I've just dremeled out and just trying these little pre-wide LEDs. These are ones I spoke to Danny about earlier. I've just lost my battery connector. I think they come, and I can find them. I've lost the bag now. I think they're $13.99 for a pack on Amazon. These are warm white. These are the white, brighter ones. Pack of 20, pre-wide with resistor, $13.99. If you go on AliExpress, they're about £1.50, including shipping and tax. So I'm just going to do a little connection inside so that rather than have all of the wires coming out, I'll just be a pair.
Yeah, yeah.
But these are the warm white, so they're quite dim, so they'll give you that sort of oldie worldy look. And I don't want them too bright, so they'll just give you that sort of background effect.
Could you not put a potentiometer on it so you could dim them yourself?
You could do, yeah. I mean, they've got a resistor on them anyway.
Right. What are you digging out now?
No, I was just looking for that battery holder I dropped.
Mm-hmm. So stop the trains because I can't hear what you're saying while the trains are running.
I can't hear them this end, your trains.
No, funny enough, that's the mic seems to cancel them out.
Yeah, it does seem. I know that older one. No fly mine, I don't. I've used them for 6 years now without any issues. I've spent in excess of £1,000 on brewing equipment from them, let alone sort of model railway stuff, without any dubious transactions.
Oh, Lee's asking to come in. Do you want to go alongside Lee?
Yeah, fine, Al. You're in the chair, mate. Get that back together.
He hasn't popped up yet, but he's got the link now.
No, he might be in the back room just doing his camera and mic. That's what I had to do with mine because There's a bit of a delay.
Right.
So
32 in the house, which is quite good. Hope everybody's tickled the like
I did
button.
buy these. This is the smallest drill bit I've ever seen. It probably won't show up on here.
What size is it?
0.1 of a millimeter.
Oh, 0.1.
Yeah.
It's like a hair.
The set goes from 0.1 to 1 mil.
Wow, that is a micron set. Wow.
I want to do a little pilot hole in some of the bodies of the locos to put lighting in.
Right.
But that was £1.72 for a set.
I thought, Captain Static is in the house. Hello, Mark. How are you? And Lee hasn't popped up yet, so I'm not sure what's happening to my link. It's up, Lee. Yeah. Thanks, Adam.
Getting
Thank
a bit
you,
of a
sir. I
delay
don't know where
there.
my link's going. Still nobody waiting. So, King Fox Junction. Hello, how are you, sir? Thanks for popping in. Right, let me just have a look through my list to see if you're on the list.
Here we are.
I think we might have asked you last time what your King Fox Ian. I've got you. I found you. Hello, Ian. How are you, sir? Dave Williams. Hello, Dave. That's an interesting viaduct you got there in your picture. In your
Give you an idea there.
what is it like? Oh, yeah, nice.
That's only driven off a 18650 at the minute though, but they're not overly bright, which is how I want them. I don't want them to
No.
just want to see, the lights are on but no one's home in the background of the building.
Yeah. Just want a bit of a glow, really, don't they?
Yeah, and obviously it's from a period of time when there wasn't a lot of lighting in buildings anyway.
No. Are you before the fluorescent light day, sir?
Well, I'm going to model 2 periods, so I'm going to do 30s and 40s and 80s and 90s.
Right. Well, I'll back out and let.
Hello. Hello, New.
Oh, I just say hello to you. How are you, Lee?
Not too bad, Alan. Keeping busy. I've just finished that WWC next competition on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I only just made the entry with about an hour to spare. I was meant to be going Whalley next weekend, but that's not going to happen because there's no trains running from me. It's not far from me. Lucky enough, I haven't bought my ticket, so it's not that bad. Hello.
They're on strike again, then.
They're striking on Saturday. I was going to go Saturday because that's the best day to go because I can go early, but there's no trains. Hello, Mark. I see Mark's in chat. I'm just catching up with chat. I've got my camera on a different angle at the moment. I'm going to turn my camera around anyway. I'm going to probably make you dizzy now. Show you what I've been
38 in the house. Does anybody else want to come in and I'll back out?
There we go. There's what I've been working on. There's what I've been working on.
Oh, wow.
That pond scene was already there. I'll get me. Bear with me. I'll get a little pointer. I'll get me pointer. This is where they have been working on. All this area is new what I've just done for the War Scenics competition, the 7 seasons. And I've got lampposts, but I run him on an old controller. Where you can, dim them off the controller, the old AC controllers. They work wonders doing that. Oh, let's plug it in. Camera in front of it. There we go. You can. Oh, my cameras. No, I thought the cameras froze. No. Oh, I'm going to turn it round and put it on me. Oh, they're nice lights. Yeah. They are nice lights.
They're the ones I use in the end of tail.
Yeah, I've seen them on your video. There is some new news coming to my channel as well. I don't know how long have you been subscribed to me, new? When I first started my channel. When I was in the
far
loft.
back, no, I wasn't.
No. Oh, you weren't. Believe it or not, been watching Alan has made me think, get back up in the loft. So I went back up in the loft this morning, started cleaning her up to get back in the loft on the Anfield Road layout and the loft layout, the original one that started my channel. I know Buckley has, but I'm going to get back up there. I've got some baseboards I'm going to be renewing. I'll have to rip off 4 section of the layout baseboard because it warped in the heat. So
yeah,
I've started doing that. So I'm hoping to get it done. That's going to start that tomorrow. I'm all being well. I'm hoping I can get it done. But I'm building on the moment on the workbench. I'm actually I've got the wrong stand on first because I didn't put many cam on. Let me see if I can. There you go. I'm actually building a wooden shed out of matches.
Coffee sticks.
Yes. Yeah. Take time consuming to do scratch.
Do you reckon that's what I got a Mackie D's coffee the other day, and they've actually shaped the top of the sticks now, so you can't use them.
Yes, I know. They made them round, haven't they?
Yeah, they put a little indent in them. Maybe
it doesn't stop. I get mine off Amazon.
You can still trim them down.
Yeah, you can still trim them down. But
I did buy a pack from Wilkinson's, but
yeah, I got them. I got lollipop sticks from Wish. But you can I like building with tongue compressors as well because they're a lot wider.
Yeah, I was going to say they're quite wide, aren't they?
But I've had a couple of mishaps with them. Trying to split them with a scalpel and a brand new blade, and if you get your fingers in the way, it's not a pretty sight. Hello, Alan. Buckland Junction.
You want to split them like kindling?
Yeah. It's nice to see
Hello,
Dave.
Alan.
It's nice
Hello,
to see
Dragon
Dave
Junction.
in the chat.
Dave Williams.
Yeah, did you hear what I said, Alan? You know my original layout. You know my original layout, the start of my channel, the Anfield one in the loft.
Yes.
I'm getting back up there. I was up there this morning, tidying it, ready to get up there again.
Right. Has it survived okay?
I've lost a 4-section board that's warped and it's a scenic board. So I ripped that out this morning and finished it dinner time today. I've got to do some new baseboards. So I'm hopefully getting them done, and there'll be a video coming on my channel, seeing as though I'm not going to Wally, because Wally's not going to happen for me with the train strikes.
Yeah, well, there's quite a few people on here tonight that says they can't make it because of the train strike. It's a bugger, isn't it? Can't you use it on a Sunday?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what they're saying, go on a Sunday. But the problem you got with Sunday service, half of the transport doesn't start till 8:30. And it opens at 9 o'clock. I wanted to be at that door before it opened.
All the bargains will have gone Saturday anyway, Lee.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. That was the problem. So I'm going to go to another train show anyway. There's another one that's on that's not too far from me. That is the Rain Hill in Liverpool. So I think I'm going to go that on the Saturday because I'll get a bus to that one. So, and I know there's a YouTuber that's going that I may be meeting up with. They do. It is. What's the channel now? Oh, Pauline and Richard is their name.
Oh, well chuffed.
Yeah, well chuffed. They're meant to be going. I've got to email.
Oops. Sound there.
He does come on this chat sometimes.
Yeah, anybody else want to come in the chat? Because I've got a wretched cold and use your camper van. The camper van is off the road for 6 months because I don't really use it in the winter. So he's on a sword and parked up in the back garden, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go. It does save a few quid. Everybody waiting to come in, so I might as well have a few trains running there. Here we go.
I get these.
Does the sound okay?
So fine, I can't even feel them. Getting a little bit of talk back. Oh, this bloody thing.
What's going on? And when the train's running, I can't hear a thing. So looks like some more LEDs going here. Yeah.
They sold me the first pack of these I bought for 79 pence.
I used them in the camper van and they've been running constantly for over 15 years. They're so reliable. LEDs.
Going in the door, over the doorway eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Very
I've got
nice.
a drill bit small enough.
You could just use one strand of wire, couldn't you? You got that drill of yours.
Yeah. Well, some of the ones I'd done some lamps donkeys years ago before they were commonplace when I used to use the Merit model scene lamp post kits, take the tops and then put them on a little piece of brass post and just have the one wire going down inside and then use the brass post as the common.
I should go and get one of my semaphores, but you can see one just there. I haven't wired it up yet, but they're on a 3mm Baraf tube with 3-aspect signal, and the circuit board copper is soldered to the top pipe. Quite
Yeah,
good, really.
I mean, this is
Quite
pretty
good, I mean,
fine
ooh,
cable. I don't know what gauge it is. It's probably about as small as you can go with. I mean, some of the ones I've got, I just got enamel copper wire, and the enamel is the insulation. The smallest
right.
one I've got in stock is this one. That's one strand of 0.025, quarter of a mil, which I don't think they do anymore as RS components. I did find another one, but it's the same bloody colour, so I'll just have to paint it. That was courtesy of work when we used to wind ferrite beads in it for a living, making
Right.
chokes and transformers.
This is one of my homemade semaphore signals. Where is it? Whoops. I mean, they were all attempts. These. We've got the 3 LEDs and a copper pipe with the wires coming out. It's, yeah, they're not brilliant, but it was fun to make, and they do work. I have tested them. But I haven't had, like everything, I haven't had enough time. Right, they've got some new people in. They've got Rachel, I think, Angel of Crew for the new Rachel.
Yeah, well, I bought some of those pre-wired SMDs to do the same. But I've also got these. I don't think they've been in a video yet. These are the 1.8mm LEDs. But what you can do with these ones, these are ones that got the little square body and then the round tip.
Right.
Paint that case in white and just leave the red globe. You've got your rear oil lamp to go on your brake van.
Yeah, that's cool. I do like them LEDs. I think they're a brilliant idea. I've got them in the camper van to show the condition of the batteries and things. And
yeah,
they're 15 years old or more, and they've been on constantly, year in, year out.
Yeah, I mean, if they're 15 years old, they'll be the older sort of technology, probably the gallium.
I say 15 years or more they've been alive.
That's the
on 12 volt.
Straight 3-volt. You'd want to resistor that down a little bit, I think, for a rear tail light on an old oil paraffin lamp.
Oh, Anthony Jog is going. Take care. Ciao, Mike.
Bye, Anthony. Yeah, I think LEDs have sort of not revolutionized modeling, but it certainly was a big step forward from grain of wheat bulbs. Because you still have to watch the time.
Which is the good thing.
Well, they can get hot if you're pushing them too hard, but and they can expire if you push them too hard. But
I know if you overtop the voltage,
I always find I always resistor them, down to below what they probably want to be.
I mean, what is the voltage? 2 on a LED, or is it?
They're normally 2.5 and 3 volt is the forward voltage. I think some are 5, but most commonly is. I mean, I've put some on a 3.6 battery and they've popped.
Popped, yeah.
But I normally just test them with one of these little battery packs. I've got the little, they just got the button, 3-volt button cell in them,
Oh,
which
right,
is the
yeah.
one I use to hide that
So
inside
you're
a
pushing 9.
flatbed
You've got a
wagon.
resistor there as well, have you?
Not in this, no.
Oh.
But, you know, one of these will easily fit in the back of a flatbed wagon or something. I mean, they will. Wrong type of wagon to demonstrate, but it's what I got to hand. But, you know, any small 12 tenner or bug that will fit them. I mean, obviously, you'd lose the big push button connector, but these will fit underneath some of the bodies of the coaches.
All right.
Because I know you can buy the little Train Tech with the Hall effect sensor on them. But obviously, when the battery's dead, you still got to try and get into your coach and take the roof off. Some coaches, obviously, they're easy to get the bodies off, and others aren't.
I think you can replace the little battery cell. You know, like
Well, these are easy because if you can
bigger.
conceal these in the underbody with a bit of black tack, all you got to do is pop it off and just replace the battery. But I have bought some sensors down here somewhere. They're that small. The modern equivalent to a latching reed switch.
Ooh.
Magnetic hall sensors.
Right.
They're
the little glass tubey ones.
They're a latching hall sensor. So you just put a magnetic field on it, it'll turn on. Like, you know, like your latching relays.
Yeah.
Where you energize it and de-energize it and it stays switched on. These do the same thing.
Okay.
So you pass a magnet near it, it'll come on.
Yeah.
Pass the magnet again, it'll turn off.
Ah, excellent. That's leave back again. Okay.
Hello. I had camera problems.
Yeah, I'll message you that link, Tim. They're on eBay. They were from a Chinese seller, but as long as they're the ones they were supposed to be, which is the latching one and not just the one that turns on with a magnetic field in situ, but they're supposed to be the latching ones. I haven't tried a little circuit to test them yet.
Oh, I need to repair that high Mac tomorrow. I've got the parts to repair it. I need to sit on the workbench and repair it. I don't want to.
I'll find it for you now.
Hello, angels. I need to do some changes with the cameras. That camera is staying there, so there'll be some changes getting done, I think. No, it's not. It's in the drawer at the moment. I'll go and get it. Bear with me. Hi, Mac, where are you? No, that's not it. That's a 53. Where is my high Mac? That's a Pullman. Where is me high Mac? I've lost the high Mac. It's been on the workbench that long. off the workbench. That one. I don't know where I'm for you.
Try and find it.
I can't find it now. The iMac. Got me 57. Found that. Past 57. 56, I should say. That's 56.
I'll be fine.
But not me iMac. Is it at the back? I need to see where it is. Oh, I've just knocked something over. Where's my torch? Where's my torch? There it is. Yeah, I found my iMac. Hey, got it. Got it. Got me iMac. Got it. Now I need to put my headphones back on. Found it. There it is. There it is. Nice little iMac that. But it's broke. Oh, let me get the clip off. Well, that's another nice little one. 56. Dirty diesel, as Alan calls them.
Diesel.
Yeah, it's a dirty diesel.
It's a diesel.
Yeah, and so is
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's a iMac, but that's my iMac. I've just got the part come. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get the scalp full. I've just actually ordered the part for it. Pop the lid.
What?
Pop the thingy off it, and let me put
So it sounds a dirty flat.
It's not what this. I'll show you what this damage is on this. I just need to find where my flat screwdriver is. It's probably in my toolbox. And my toolbox is at the other end of the room. Yeah, my screwdriver's in the toolbox over the other side. It actually has got the spring missing on it. It's got the spring missing off the top. I've just ordered this. I've got the spring, but I just need to repair it tomorrow, so there may be a video get done of it.
That might be actually, Andy.
Yeah.
I had one of them, the green BR green one box that was in mint condition. iMac. I put it on eBay because I didn't want it.
What was it? What was it? Was it Hornby you had or Triangle?
It was the Hornby one with the pancake motor in there, the Ringfield motor.
What that is?
That made £75.
That is not Hornby. That is Triangle. That is a triangle on that one. Yeah, that's a triangle. I'm actually happy with it. But then I serviced it and I went and lost the spring on the top. As you do, like I was servicing all my locos. They're the only two dirty diesels I've got. I like my steam more than dirty diesels. Because that one won't run on this layout because the layout's too short, the curves are too tight, but it'll run on the loft layout, the original layout. This was an accident. This layout I should never have got, but I stopped it going the tip. I stopped it going the tip.
I'll try and call me iMac. done miles and miles and miles now to his 8-wheel pickup, and she behaves quite well for what it is.
Yeah, well, my one, I don't know if you knew, my actual one, where is it? That coupling never used to be like that. A friend YouTuber that's still on YouTube from Scotland, Mark Finch, that's out in the shed. He repaired this for me when I first got it, and then it broke again. And I need to repair it again, but I've got the part, and then I'm going to repair it the next couple of days. But I've just started building. I'm scratch building. There's going to be a new series starting on my channel of videos for it. Building my park. And it's all going to be scratch built.
I just want to answer tonight, Berry. I've got an 8-wheel drive 37 to come to the loft next. So that's my next project. It's an old triangle, but it's got 2 motor bogies in it, and that will pull the house down, I'm sure.
What one's that one, Alan? Is it a project you're going to get done?
Didn't say the other half.
Believe it or not, another train Alan will probably know. It's a triangle again. I think it's either a triangle or it could be Hornby. I don't know if you remember Polly.
Polly, yeah. Everybody remembers Polly if they're old enough.
Oh, yeah. I've got Polly. I come across it. I'm not going back up the loft. I was tidying the loft, ready to start getting back up there. And I come across Polly. I forgot he had it in a box up there. I couldn't believe I come across Polly.
I've got this 8-wheel project coming on.
Nelly,
this is the other half. This is the other half of the project. This is 2 dummy ends sawn in half. You can see where I saw through the middle of it.
Yeah.
Whoops. So this is the 2 dummy ends, and she's just freewheeler. So I dragged that on my Steam specials.
Yeah.
And the other one has got the 2 motor bogies in it. So this is just a freewheeler. There's no motor in this. I sawed it through the centre here with this little. Where is it? I sawed it through there. And screwed it back together again.
I've got an Intercity. You know, you were talking about the Ringfield motors. I don't know if it was new. It was talking about the Ringfield. I've got a CD motor in an Intercity.
All right.
And I tell you now, you wouldn't even hear it running because as it goes round, it's dead quiet. The hardest thing I had when you pull that cog off, if you lose that cog, trying to order those cogs are a pain. They're the worst things to order. Hello, Simday. Simday. Simo.
We're watching Brian at Finneton cry.
Why? Why are you going to watch him? Oh, Spooky Joe. Is it in the bin? Have you put that in the bin?
I got a box of them.
See what reaction this gets.
That's got to be the oldest one I got.
Oh,
what's that? What is it, Clive?
It's an old Triangle 8 Shanta.
Oh, yeah.
I only bought it for about £6 because it had an EXO motor in it to put in something else. And I never used it.
As you do, you buy cheap things and think, I won't use that.
Got loads. That one's
That's my
clean,
Smoky Joe.
Yeah.
That's my Smoky Joe. I completely
had good use
it.
though, because I took all the plating off the wheels.
Right.
I got that one.
Everyone's getting
You
locos on.
can't get a good steam on this one because there's no bunker for the coal.
Right. Yeah, they're in front of the cab, aren't they? If you have a
No,
look,
it should
they're
be.
actually in front. Huh? This is my oldest machine. Hornby 00, made so well. Runs really well, too.
Need that
Yeah.
bit.
There's my good old trusty. I love that. That'll pull. How many box cars have I pulled with that? I think I've pulled 30 box cars with that.
This is one I was building and never. A Ginty.
Oh, yeah.
It's been repainted from something else.
Lima Dock Shunter.
Yeah, yeah. I do like the Lima Dock Shunter.
Another Wren. Look how well built these things are.
Yeah, the Wrens are built nice. I do like the Wrens, Alan.
Yeah, look, there's six wheel flanged wheels there. Look.
Another bloody one.
And outside frames.
GWR.
Another bloody one.
GWR, Great Western Railway.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But that's what I model. That's what I like. I like the steam locos more than the dirty diesels.
Dirty diesels, yeah.
I'm not a fan of the dirty diesels. Yeah, I've got two.
This one's had it.
Yeah, that one.
Another Wren.
Oh yeah, that's the Southern, innit?
That's the one with the auto decoupler weight in it.
Oh. Does that work by a magnet then?
No, there's a little counterweight inside it.
Uh-huh.
You might be able to see it moving. I can't.
Right.
So the idea was when you shoved up quick, counterweight made it so obviously it didn't really work if you had a hook on the other the wagon though.
Right.
Wasn't very realistic. I suppose nowadays you could
Alan's seen
put a little
this
turbo
one.
motor in there or something. But
Alan knows what this one is that I've got hold of.
I think so. You got the tender as well.
Yes.
Now, has it got see-through spokes or not?
Alan will recognise that one.
You don't recognise it at all?
Right. Another Gronk.
Oh, the Gronks.
That's the Wren one.
Ah. Has it got the outside frames?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the motor needs remagnetising though.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we had.
You can buy the magnet, but I don't want to spend 14 quid on a magnet for it.
Yeah, I keep meaning to send them a couple of motors away to that scale speed guy that rewinds and remagnetizes.
I'm lucky. I've got a guy at our model train club that actually does that, so I don't need to send them away.
Another repaint.
Ooh, LMS. That's a good job. That was that you painted that one.
Yeah, I done that years ago when I was back in the 90s when we first had the house, and was picking bits up from the toy fairs and that.
Yeah, and I love going to toy fairs.
I normally tend to go to them to try and buy stuff rather than eBay now.
Yeah, I do go into the toy fairs more. They are good to go to.
This is a donor. I came. Most of the bits to make it work are missing. But I just sold me the other one, 00 Heaven. Oh, yeah, the other one of those. I had a boxed one. Box all these other things. This is a nice little one. That's the later Hornby one where they put the plastic chassis on it.
Yeah. That's nice.
And then I do naughty things like this. There's the LNER. J something.
And you've done it to a Southern.
J72, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Hey,
something like that.
it looks good, that though, Al.
Yeah.
I got a
Only
Project
toys
Lima.
At the end of the day. Lima? What?
Yeah. I got a few bits to buy to rebuild it.
Right, what is it? What's that?
It's a Lima Deltic.
Is that the only part you've got of it?
That was the best bit.
I'm trying to think. Where is Nelly?
I never throw anything away.
I've got Nelly somewhere. I've got the chassis is fine for Nelly, but the actual Nelly itself is completely wrecked. Let me see if I can find Nelly.
The cutting edge of technology in the 70s.
Yeah.
What we got there? Bring it up to the camera a bit closer. Oh. I can't work out what that is. The rear lights. Hello, we've got some. Hang on, we've got somebody else waiting to come in. Got somebody waiting to come in.
Oh, this is a Playcraft or a Youth one.
Right, oh, look at that.
Look at the running gear on that.
Right, here comes, if I got this right, here comes Chris from Valley's 56XX.
Hello, Chris.
Rock and roll.
That's what it looks like inside.
How's it going?
Not too bad, Chris.
Hi,
I've
Lee.
finally got a
Hi, Clive.
I finally got
Hi,
a
mate.
face to you,
Hi,
Chris.
It's a hideous
I've seen
photo.
I've
Sounds a
seen
bit
you
buggered.
about, Chris, but never seen put a face to you.
Now, do I look like what you thought I looked like? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone got an idea what that is?
That's a Midlands Pullman triangle.
Yeah,
that's a
in the
Pullman.
60s.
But I blew the engine when I was a kid. I've had it since I was a kid. I cannot get another engine for it, but I won't part with it because I've had it since I was 13.
I've got a Wren Castle like that my dad bought for me in the early 70s, and it's completely ruined. But I'd chuck all my new stuff in the bin rather than part with that particular loco, you know.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same there, Chris.
The great question is all this crap going to fit back in the box?
Yeah, that's the problem. You take it all out, and then is it going to go back in the same way?
Well, I'm saving some of these for if the grandson gets into railway.
Model railway Jenga.
We've got
that's what it's
got
like.
a few
when
years to initiate him in because he's only a week old.
That's what I've been making most of the day today. Fence. With popsicle sticks and matchsticks.
I always keep my little bits of wood in a box, and you never know when it comes useful. Like, you know.
No, you don't.
I keep all my offcuts of plastic cards like that.
Yep, exactly the same. Yes, Clive. I keep my business cards. You know.
Yeah, I've just used.
Well, I'm annoyed. I got me T-shirt done and everything.
That was my business card.
It's
now made the fashion and ridge on that.
Yeah, I noticed earlier. I thought, aha, very useful.
They're just right thickness to manipulate.
Yeah, I actually got a T-shirt done and everything ready for Wally, and now I'm not going because there's no trains running. That's annoyed me. But there's always next year.
Sorry, just tucking the fur in. I've got a rubbish loco.
Cindy, don't even go there with the paving slabs. That's years old. I would not do those Metcalf paving flags if you paid me again.
This
Have
is
you
my
ever-
Lima Deltic.
I'm not a fan of the Lima Deltics, but
Well,
I do like.
As I said earlier, I think it would be quite a useful rolling pin, but I can't think of anything else to do with it.
Yeah, I can't think it's much to do with rolling pins with the Deltics. I'm not a fan of the Limas. Yeah,
I
Brian's
always
got
sell it to Hornby
Brian's
as a
got
new model. Oh no, they still do it as a new model.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Brian's
they put it out and charge you 200 quid for it, probably.
yeah, Brian's got the right
Yeah.
idea for it. Smash
Put a
it.
TTS chip in it and double the price.
Yeah, that's the other option. That is the other option with it. That is the other option. But
I keep it in a bag, but it won't die.
I've got a train. I've got a train like that won't die. Used to be Intercity. It is. Oh no, you love Delta. I forgot you do. Sorry, Brian Finnington. I know you love Delta. Sorry, mate.
I like the Backman Deltic. It's about
Yeah,
right. It's not rubbish, but it's not just too fragile and
yeah.
all bits falling
No,
off
it's a good compromise.
2
The Backman.
seconds.
I did pick one of those up.
They generally are. I like Backman stuff, you know.
I'll tell you what I have got. It's over on the other side. I think last time I was up on Alan's panel, I did show it. I've got
Well,
a
the only
Hornby.
problem with Backmans nowadays is the idea that they can charge nearly £380 for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw Sam's Trains yesterday, and he was reviewing a Backman crab,
yeah. I did. I seen that video as well.
and I thought, that's interesting. It's £154 for a Backman crab on Backman website, and then I went and I looked on eBay, and you could buy one exactly the same and exactly the same model for 58 quid.
Yeah.
You know,
That's like that.
strange.
What have I got?
I've got it. Because I know you'll like this one, Valley. I'm just tangling myself up with my earphones.
AGR Model Railway want 285 quid for this. It's the old
Oh
style.
my god.
Was that a 37?
It's the old 37 with sound. I paid £145 for it.
Wow.
So where do AGR get that? It's 285 quid because you can buy the new tooling for that money.
Well, exactly. I mean, the 9F is the new thing, and it's 250. You know, this is what I got last week, right? Crusty boilers, DCC fitted for 83 quid.
Oh, that's good.
You pays your money.
Yeah. The only thing I've got of a Crosty is the TTS chip. I've not picked one of them up yet. So I don't really model BR period, but you know.
How much do you want for it, Clive?
Well, probably about £600 now if I go on eBay.
Yep. Horses for castle. What's that, Lee?
I did see an
What is
08
it?
PTS chip
Put it this way.
went
If
for
I turn it over
£90 on
that
eBay.
way, I don't know if it will
It's a
show
tin
it.
cider, that is.
It's an
Is that a
actual.
tin sided Hornby?
No. It's
No.
Meccano.
Meccano. It's tin sided though, is it?
Yeah. Tin-sided.
Oi.
I'm going to actually get the wheels for it. I've got wheels, but I'm going to have to get inserts for it. I'm thinking if I get it, I may even run it on my layout.
Frozen.
And I'm
What's
not.
happened?
Who's frozen? I
Oh,
haven't.
maybe it's my end.
No,
I just don't move a lot.
no, we're all going. I'm just going to nip out because I've got to put the kettle on.
All right, Clive.
I've
No.
got. Oh, Hollybrook's then.
Let's see if anybody else wants to come in. I'll put the link up once more. Because I can always
Did anybody
outline
see?
somebody else. Go on.
Sorry, Al. I was talking
Oh.
earlier. No, I was saying. I'm not sure whether anybody saw my Kerr Stewart victory in bits earlier. I'd taken it to bits.
Had you put it out on a video?
No. I wasn't sure whether I could put it back together, to be quite honest.
So you've got a jigsaw puzzle on the workbench?
Well, no. I actually got it back together.
Oh, that's good.
And I've Swindonized it. I put a new what do they call them? Safety valve cover on it.
Oh yeah.
Tank vents, tank fillers. I've turned all the lamp irons through 90 degrees. Basically, Swindonized it so I can when I get the plates, I can make it number 666. There was actually a logo that had the number 666 on the GWR, and I thought I'll have to have a go at that. And they put the Kerr Stewart victory out, and I thought I'll have that. I haven't actually even run it yet, and I've chopped it to so I hope the damn thing runs after I've taken so much time to make a mess of it.
Yeah.
And no doubt the week after I finish it, they'll go, oh, and we're gonna put out the GWR bit.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If anyone,
I've got another one. Hang on.
You coming in tonight, Mark?
Come on, Mark. Come on, Captain Stafford.
Yeah.
He's cool, Mark.
Well, I've nearly finished, so I can bugger off in a second. The other thing I wanted to show you was I've got let's get this right, a tunnel cab Hunslet austerity.
Yes, I've been watching your comments on this.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice loco, and it's a very, very nice bit of 3D printing. But I tell you what, I can't get that apart now. There's no way in heck that I can actually take that to bits again without breaking it. So it's a really, really dodgy design. So be very careful if you ever want to think about doing that.
But once you've clipped it in, you can't get it back out again.
Yeah, the injectors on the side, they don't fit, or rather, they will never come out over the the saddle tank ever. So you're gonna have to snap them off to fit to get into, I don't know, put a DCC or oil it or grease it or anything. So very dodgy. I would not recommend.
Oh, we've got somebody waiting to come in the house.
Right, I'm going to say
See you
ta-ra.
again, Valley.
All right. So
Okay, Tom. Well, thanks for coming on board, and maybe we'll see you next week then, mate.
See you again, Tom.
Take care,
Bye.
Tom.
Take care, Tom.
Bye, mate. Here comes Steve at Worthington Model Railway. Here he comes.
Hi guys.
Hey, hello, Steve.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
I'm good. I'm on my phone, but I'm in the middle of laying track right now, so I don't know if you can see behind here.
Okay.
This is, my extension I've been
That's
building.
it.
So I'm
That's a
putting
job,
track
innit?
down, and I'm using something different. I don't know if you guys have alien tape in the UK.
Is it like
No,
double?
I've not
Like,
heard of it.
is
it's
it
a
double
double
sided?
sticky tape.
Oh
And-
yeah, we've got a double-sided we use it for carpet.
Well, this isn't for carpet. This is for anything, pretty much. But it's actually doing a really good job for laying track and laying cork baseboard.
Yeah,
It's-
I've used double-sided tape for laying cork down. I've got to start laying the original layout, the start of my channel. I've got a 4-foot section I've got to rebuild.
Excuse me.
No, I've been really happy with that. I mean, it's the fastest I've ever laid track, to be honest, because it's really easy. Because particularly the curves, it holds everything in place as you lay it, because it's just sticky, and you
Is
can
this
move.
Flexi or rigid track?
I'm using Flexi track. It's all Flex.
Flexi.
So
Yeah,
it's all
okay. How do you
Pico.
get it straight then?
Yeah, it's Pico code one.
How-
How do I
right.
get it straight? I just gauge it. It's straight enough for what I need. Hey, real track's never straight anyway, so right?
We're back.
Yeah, rails don't run straight anyway.
No. Get it straight enough for what I need. It's good. It's pretty straight. I mean, I don't know if you can see down there, but
Yeah, you can. That is one long run, that.
yeah. Well, it's a 12-foot run here, so yeah. Anyway, so I just thought I'd pop in and you can see I got all my baseboards finished now. They're all laid.
Oh, looks
Gotta get
well
the
out
track
now.
laid, and then we'll see where we go from there. Of course, because I'm coming to the UK on Wednesday for a week. Won't get a lot done beyond today, but
Oh, you're coming over to the UK, are you, Steve?
yeah, I'm coming to Worley, so I'm going to Worley.
I'm not gonna make. Rub it in. I'm not gonna make it, Steve, because there's no trains from me.
I know. Well, I'm.
Don't worry, Lee. I never was going to Worley.
Okay, so I booked my train tickets for Friday. I fly in on Thursday morning, and I'm going to stay in London on Thursday, and then I'm going up to Worley on Friday. So I got a hotel for Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the near Worley. So
nice.
So my train tickets are on Friday and Monday, so hopefully they'll be running those 2 days. Although I understand that sometimes Monday can be a little crazy after the strike on a Saturday, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I'll get back down to London because I fly out on Tuesday. So anyway. Hey, I thought I'd just pop in and say hi, show you the progress, and
yeah.
I
don't know if I may try and get there if I can. I'm still looking at trying to go Worley if I can.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'll see what happens. Otherwise, I'm going to watch the competition live because I'm in the War Scenics competition. It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's getting drawn at Worley on the Saturday. I was hoping to be there for it, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
That's why another reason Mark's going, and I was looking forward to it, but it's just not going to happen.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump back off. I got to
see you again, Steve.
Get back to work. Okay,
yeah,
thanks, guys.
Take care, Steve.
Take care, Steve.
There we go, Steve. And he's coming to Worley. Like he made you look like a lot of softies coming all the way from the USA.
Yeah.
And you get a car down and just dump it in the back streets in Shirley or somewhere like that. You get a taxi round. You can park in Shirley. It's only about 3 or 4 miles away.
If it was in the old days, you could have just nicked someone's Cortina and drove it there, couldn't you?
Old geezer do. Ah. Anybody else want to come in? There's plenty of room. I don't know what happened to Mark. Has he disappeared?
I don't know.
Where are you?
I don't know what happened to Mark.
He's still here in the background somewhere.
Talking of silly prices,
Oh, what have we got there? What's that? Is that a
the
truck
Lima
weaver or
torpedo
something?
wagon.
Oh,
Someone wants £120 for one of them boxed on eBay. I don't know what they're smoking, but I want some.
I find the best time for me on eBay is about 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. When somebody's put something up that ends at that time in the morning, there's nobody else out
Yeah,
there.
you do get sort of like the people list it out of sync and do that.
Yeah.
I always sort of say
I've done some,
try and avoid buying on a Saturday and Sunday because that's when, I mean, I always get my
Well,
options to end on a Sunday because that's when people are available to
Yeah.
bid on it. But you
yeah,
can
yeah.
pay a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, Tuesday morning at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, have a look and see what is it, the ending soonest, and sometimes you come up with a real corkers. Nobody else has bid on it, and yeah, but they are getting few and far between nowadays.
Yeah. Was it Lilliput, Tim, who do a nicer model of it, of a torpedo wagon? I think one of the Continental manufacturers does a version of something like this.
Captain Static.
It
Captain
came.
Static,
I bought.
Captain Static.
I bought all those.
come on, Mark. Come on.
Tim, I need a bloody ladder. They'd wrapped it so tight they snapped the ladder.
Yeah, Timbersoft makes them.
Have you? Yeah, Timbersoft makes them.
That's what I bought.
That one, Clyde.
I need another one of them.
Is that a rail? What was that then?
No, they're all old Dapols. So no, I don't think they've ever been. Someone's bought them and never used them. You know.
I've actually got
a couple of Northeastern.
I need to go and get them actually.
Me. And then the torpedo wagon was in the job lot as well. Because I was expecting, because of that, it would go up in price, but it didn't. And I still paid £40 odd for them, I think, but with the shipping. But yeah, unfortunately, it's very brittle plastic they made these of, isn't it?
What, the ladders? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's Timbersurf actually 3D prints them.
Yeah, he's got the both variants, haven't you, Tim? Of these.
Oh yeah, for Tim, it's here. Ka-ching!
I've got Bachman. These are Bachman wagons.
I know Tim's doing the parts for these as well. The little mainline one with the sliding doors.
I've got one of the.
Unfortunately, it needs both doors and both bottom rails, so that would exceed the value of what it's worth.
I think mine's a triangle slidey doors. Not sure.
There's one I was tidying the loft up when I was getting back up there. It was on the floor. I'm amazed I didn't stand on it.
Excuse me.
It's a Bachman. That Bachman cattle wagon. But these ones here, these Backmans, I've never let go. They come off a YouTuber that's no longer with us. I do a box set. The videos on my channel. Oh, I've just dropped one. They came off Somerset Andy.
Oh, Somerset Andy, yeah. Hello,
Yeah,
Matthew. Matthew's just come into the house. Hello, Matthew.
said-
How are you?
Hello, Matthew. And I got that off him as well. He said he would send me them, and he did. I was always in contact with him. I still speak to his sister now. Aunt Somerset Andy's sister. And her sister's husband. Yeah, it was. It was a drop test there then. But everyone's seen this. I don't know if you has. The load I made for it out of cat litter.
Sure, it's not your melted Cadbury's Crunchy in there.
No, it's not. It's cat litter.
British versus American.
Oh, I've even got. I could go better. I'm going to go one better now. I know where it is. I'm straight on it.
That
American caboose.
very nice tank car.
I've got a proper caboose. It's
And these
American
two, they all cost less.
Oh, no,
one
it's
of
not.
them.
No, it's not. I
Yeah,
thought
it's
it was
amazing.
American.
Amazing.
Anyone got any ideas where that one's from? It looks American, but it's not.
Yeah, it's the old triangle.
Is it triangle or Azure?
Yes, it is. The
I want to
worst
show it.
thing.
The
Yeah,
old transcontinental one.
yeah. But I
Transcontinental.
can't
That's
tow
it.
it. I can't tow it because they're all the couplings are missing. That was got from it was in a box. I'd gone a swap meet, or it was a toy fair, one of the two. And I was reading through this box and I come across that. And I got it out, showed it to the guy, and he goes, "Oh, give me 50p." So I jumped at it. I didn't even say to him it was Triang. I think he did try charging me more. He probably just said, "Oh, well."
If that was at Rouse or Sheffield, that'd probably be £45.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Yeah, it would.
Hello, Gary at GS425. How are you, sir? Thanks for popping on, keeping the numbers up for us.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Hebden. Mike Hebden.
Mike's in the house.
Hello,
Yeah,
Mike.
Mike's in the house. Let's see if he'll come in and have a chat. How's Mike? Have you seen this little railway coming on in his loft? He's all over the place.
I can't wait. I'm up in the loft tomorrow, starting building the new baseboard for the section I've just ripped out today.
Yeah. Could you not just short it up to make it flat then or not?
No, the board had totally warped. It literally had warped that bad. It was it's got to be replaced. I've ripped it out. I've already started.
What done that? Water or heat or what?
The heat. The heat. No, the heat. It's the heat had been that hot up there. It's just. I haven't been up there though since I've done this layout. I've been neglected up in the loft, but I need to get back up there. The other half said to me, "You need to get back up on that layout because that's what started my channel." And then this one I stopped from going to tip Alan Melwood Drive, but I keep saying to myself, I need to get back on the loft, and then I am going to get back up there. I got up there today and everything, so start looking at what I'm doing up there.
Well, thanks,
It's what?
Gary at GS425 for saying that. That's very nice of you. I'm glad I chilled you out. That's nice. Oh, I've got 73 locals. Only a few are non-runners, and that doesn't include the body I got today. 73
Ooh.
locos is quite a number. I've never counted my locos up, but I don't think I've got anywhere near that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mixed range of old
5,
and new locos. Yeah,
6,
same here.
7. I've got
Oh,
7
excuse me.
I've got 7
Please excuse
locos
me.
that run. I've got 7 locos that run, and the
Sorry?
high mark that doesn't run because it needs a part.
Well, my high mech does run.
Mine
It runs really well.
Mine did until that spring when I done a service on it. You know the spring that's across the top?
Yeah.
I've lost that. When I cleaned it, I didn't put it in a box, I just put it on my desk. And I
Never
lost it.
undo that top. Never undo that top nut.
Oh, I know not to now. I learned the hard way.
And don't get the brass contact round the wrong way.
I've not touched the brass contact lock enough. All I've done is I took that off to clean it with a cotton wool bud, but then I lost it because I left it for a day, and the next day I come to put it back together. That wasn't on my workbench.
I'll phone up Peter Spares. It's only going to cost you about £2 for 2
I've got
postage.
one. I've got one. That's a video I'm going to be doing. I'm fitting it.
I'll be bringing my iMac around now. I'm so pleased with the conversion. It's become so reliable. There she comes. Struggling up the incline at the moment. There she comes. And powerful. It's still really powerful, this thing. There. But it's just so well behaved now. It's got all of its pickups, and you know, you can't grumble. That is a triangle, that whole thing. It's got the old spider mode. Was it they call it the spider? Yeah, I think they call it the spider motor. It's good as gold. It really is. It probably needs a bit of a wheel clean now, but I don't know. She will behave for an old biddy. Look. Noisy though, God, it'll drive you mad. This thing. You want earphones on if you run it fast. Ear defenders. You can't grumble at that, can you? Look at that. An old triangle. I don't know how old it is. It'll probably be I don't know, early 70s. I would like to say. It's good as gold, absolutely. Smart stuff. Captain Static says, I co-own about 110 locomotives and about 320 wagons with my brother. This is his father's layout that he talks about. His late father. I put Hymac to bed because of the noise. Oh, Lee's dropped out. Does anybody want to drop in? Oh, just realised YouTube had me in top chat instead of live chat. I thought it was quiet. Aha. Learn something every day. Net went off. Okay. I reckon we should get Mike Hebden and Captain Stafford in. Looks like Rachel's going. Good night, Rachel. It's the angel of crew, isn't it? We've still got 24 in the house. What they're watching, I don't know. Let's bring another locomotive in. We don't know. We've had enough of you, high mech, making all that noise. All right. Oh. What can we do? I think we can do this now. Yeah. Right, they're all around the other side of the layout. I've got to wait for them to
I've not
come
even
round.
counted mine. I've got no idea what my inventory would be, other than what I've sort of been writing down over the last 18 months. Probably 5 or 6 engines, something like that.
I'm sorry, so inside the dirty track, even the multi pickup logo was stuttering here and there. I haven't cleaned the valves for about, I don't know, over 2 months. Well, can't be bad. And these things do some mile. I'm going to wear them out. What's Gary saying?
Now, I picked this up at a show the other week. I thought it was an Electro Frog point.
Is this
It's
one of those
never-
Omni Frogs?
No, well, I thought it might have looked, and that's not a Uni Frog one.
Uni Frog, yeah.
But it's not got the moulding in it for the frog wire, and it looks like it's never had the wire spot welded to the back of the track. It also hasn't got the wires that you cut. It's like an Electro Frog point that's not an Electro Frog.
Oh. You reckon it's a reject then?
Oh no, it's been used, but there's no sign of it ever having the wire. It's not got the proper sleeper moulding in it. I know some of the variations changed over time, but
I caught some really old streamlined tracks, some of the first ones, and couldn't use them. They were so rubbish. You know, they had little brass contacts in the sleepers.
but normally you get like the gap there. There's the moulding of the sleepers are sort of almost closed up. It's almost like they put an Electro Frog template in the Insel Frog machine layout or something.
Yeah, it's an odd one.
As long as it works, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get it to work. Yeah. Not sure what's going on there. I thought I'd like 90 level sleep. Can't see a difference between SL90. Not sure about them. I've got one single slip and I haven't used it yet. No. So anybody else want to come in? No. Excuse me.
No, I looked at
please
the price of
excuse
them
me.
new and vowed never to buy any, but I've ended up with about 4 of them through sort of purchases of X layouts and things.
Right.
Double slips and single slips.
Right. They're going to be a bit hit and miss though with second-hand track, can't it?
Yeah,
Right.
I've probably got about 100 turnouts. Some of them I've purchased, people have made layouts, not run it, then sold it and stripped the layout down because they couldn't sell the whole layout. So
Right.
some of them should be pretty good. But
Right.
it can be a bit of a crapshoot, but the best stuff I'll use on the main part of the layout, and the iffy ones I'll put in the
Sidings.
switch yard and storage area.
Yeah.
And if they're crap, I'll just change them out as I go along for better ones.
Right.
But I did pick
Yeah, I
up a
bought
load of Fleischmann brass track, 2 packs of that.
Right.
But
To make it
they're
yourself.
they're a meter long instead of a yard,
Okay. I said, give
and
you
they
them
come with a pack of
pieces
fish
something.
plates, unlike Pico.
Ah. I quite like Pico, and I'm so glad they're made here in the UK. And I think you can still buy a length of flexi track if you buy it from your model shop for about £3.50. I thought that's quite reasonable for what you're getting.
I don't know what it is now. I know last time it was about £4.50.
Oh,
There was some at the show this last weekend. A chap I know him years ago, he came in. I see it underneath because he'd just done a trade on the stall with someone, and there was a bundle. He was selling them for £1.50 a length because I sort of looked at them and thought, shall I have them? Do I really need them? I've got quite a few feet of flex track already. I always work on the principle it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
There's some logic there.
That's why I've got 13 sheds.
Wow. Do you link from one shed to the next then, or what?
Most of them are separate. Sort of accumulated free ones or cheap ones over time. But
how many layouts you got?
Well, none at the minute. There's only that board I use in my brewery.
Okay.
But the plan is to remove the row of sheds that have mostly got shit in them, and then I'm going to do a concrete base, raised brick, and treated timber frame with corrugated cladding. So it should be about 30 foot by 12.
Ooh,
but I've just priced up the wood. Ooh.
Oh no.
Depending on whether I buy 4.8 joists or 3.6 meter joists to give me the extra few inches that I would gain not using the 3.6 meter joist is £349, I think, for the 17 joists, and just under £1,200 for the 4x2. So you're looking in excess of £1,500 for timber.
Yeah. Is that CLS?
Yeah, treated. Same as what I'm using in the roof build on the garage at the minute.
CLS, is it? It seems quite cheap, the CLS stuff. Canadian something.
4.8 meter length here is $12.95 where I'm buying it from. I think it used to be about £8, something £9 before the showstopper. I think wood's gone up about 40%.
Everything's gone up. Why is this? Can't work it out. I think we're all being taken for a ride.
Well, I think part of it is, things get expensive, so everything gets expensive because they've got an excuse to raise the price and increase their profit margin. But
All right.
so you get
Yeah.
some companies put the prices up, and you can't work out where their increased costs are going. But a bit like coal going up. I mean, coal's now £700 a ton,
Oh,
and it's all imported from Colombia on ships that sail across the ocean that aren't affected by fuel oil prices in Western Europe. So it only
Yeah.
goes up, and the haulage from the docks in Liverpool and Wales, moving it across country, but it's gone up like 40%.
wow.
I haven't
You
bought
still
any
burn
coal this
coal
year.
then? You still
We've only
burn
got
coal?
open fire in the lounge because I've got no other central
Right.
heating now. The oil boiler
What, are you
packed up.
logging it? Right.
But yeah, it's
Burning
now
logs then?
£600. Well, logs have gone up ridiculous as well now. And we've got people on Facebook around here selling like a builder's bag full of wooden offcuts for £45-65, which you'd burn through those in about 2 days. And you'd sit there all
Yeah,
day
you need-
feeding, building offcut wood is absolute waste
Yeah,
of
you
time.
end up with all black. You end up with a load of black holes in your carpet
But,
when you get spitting everywhere.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I've done it for the last few
Yeah,
years.
bang.
I'll burn anything on my fire. But
Right.
we're not in a smoke control zone anyway. But
Okay.
now normal
gather
house
wood
coal
burn.
is more money than manufactured coal. But
Oh man, used to be a miner, so we had 1,500 weight a month if we wanted it.
yeah,
So that's 3/4 of a ton every month.
yeah.
This was a very warm house because I think the chimney stack got red
It's
hot.
a hell of an
you know what
allowance. I
mean?
think I used to buy a ton and a quarter, and that'd just about get us through the winter.
Okay. Brown coal is rubbish. Never seen brown
Yeah, I
coal,
was
dear.
on the pub shed forums because I sold quite a lot of my beer pumps at ridiculous prices during COVID.
Right.
People were buying home bar equipment, but the factory shut down that were making wood, and also there was a big fire in the Far East, which destroyed the factory that made the glue for the plywood, which is why plywood skyrocketed.
Right. Yes. Yes. I built part of this layout with during the COVID thing, and I run out of wood. So some of these pieces of wood, I've got like pieces of 4x2 in places under here. It's a bit of a bugger, really, but you just got to do it, haven't you? At the time, it was a nightmare. Well, I did manage to buy like a whole rack type 1 or 2x1s, I think they were. About 20 of them all strapped together from the builder's merchant. So that arrived in the front garden, and that kept me going for a while. But, yeah, what a bugger. Yeah.
Well, years
Nobody even
ago,
talked
when we
about this.
was first here, there
Well-
used to be a guy in a couple of villages away. That was sort of like an old farm barn, yard sort of thing, and he used to do timber, and he'd have there was like an old heating oil tank full of creosote. You could take your own cans and buy creosote, barbed wire, buckets of nails, one of them sort of places. And I used to go there every week and find something. And I used to, there's a village near us called Methwold where they have like a country auction on a Monday. And he used to go up there and buy every bit of wood. But he packed up and sold all the land off to building, but because he was getting on. And the other part of it is a private holiday park and a fishing lake. But I sort of miss those places, on a Sunday when you needed a bit of wood or a few nails, and you could just drive and have a peruse round and end up buying half a dozen things. But my back garden's a bit like that, though. You can find a bucket of nails and some steel for welding and a bit of angle iron, 40
I love it.
slabs,
I've got all
block
my
pavers, you know.
yeah, yeah. I love it. Well, my garage is a bit like that. It's got a 2-foot guillotine in it, metal guillotine, hand treadled one.
Hmm.
I've still got my old peg drill and 2 or 3 vices, several welders, including a TIG machine.
Yeah, I've never got
Yeah.
TIG. I was going to buy it, but I was sort of put off with the cost of bloody gas now of getting
Oh,
TIG.
yeah,
I
yeah.
did go to college to
Yeah.
go on a night course when I was out of work about 10 years ago, and the college courses
Okay.
were free, so I signed up for all of them that I could do. And I dropped the plumbing one because that was more basic than the sort of plumbing I've done myself. So that was a waste of time.
Right.
But I done welding. They were sort of pushing me to arc all the time when I wanted to learn TIG because I'd got an arc welder at home, and I've had a MIG welder since I was 18.
Right.
But
I had my own fabrication workshop, and when I closed down, I took all the bits that I wanted to keep and forced them into my garage. So
mm,
I've got an old 160 EZAP MIG welder out there. It's a good old tool.
yeah,
It's getting a bit old now, but when it welds, it goes.
I've got a
And it's
Sealy
a
one. It's
really
crap.
oh what a Sealy.
Sealy welder is shite.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
wire feed on it is diabolical. It's the
yeah.
non-Euro torch one, which is the biggest regret. I should have bought one with a Euro torch fitting on it, so
Right,
you
yeah.
can change it. I've put
Yeah.
a steel liner in it now, so it's better now. But I had no end of problems with the MIG wire feed racking up just
Yeah.
as it goes into the umbilical. And then you'd get a bird's
Yeah.
nest inside the housing of the welder, and you just couldn't do any decent
No,
weld.
it's got to
Not that
be
my
right.
welding's
It
that
really has.
decent, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. I can weld up here with a stick. See? That's why I can't bloody breathe because all the gases and shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Start with them all.
surprising how much crap you breathe in when you're sort of working on a car with a grinder and welding, and
Yeah.
you don't wear a mask because they're in the way. Most of the burn, I look like a self-harmer, my arms. If you see my arms in the summer, you'd think I was one of them people who burn their arm with fag burns.
Oh.
That's all welding.
Yeah. Same here.
You wear the gauntlets, and then a bauble, red hot bauble, shoots down the gauntlet and
Yeah.
burns your forearm or your head.
And your boot, the worst, eh?
I've got a few scars on my forehead with it. I had one sizzling away under my head when I've been trying to weld underneath the back of a car on car ramps. But hopefully, when I get this garage
Yeah,
roof
get
done,
one
at
in
least
your
if
ear,
I've got to do it, I can stand and do it under the car ramp.
Yeah. My mate's still doing it. My mate's still welding people's cars up, and he's like 72, and he's still welding cars up. He's done it all his life.
I wouldn't say it's a dying art, but it is a dying trade at a garage because a lot of places now, even MOT, they don't want to weld because they're either not insured for it or they haven't got a bloke that can actually weld.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And we are sort of going back to the times from like the 70s, 80s cars that were rot boxes and rotted out like the Mark V Cortinas. They were rotted through before they put a number plate on them.
Everything wasn't painted inside, was it?
No.
Huh?
No, they weren't built to last anywhere, but we're now getting back to cars now that have got water-based paints and they're going rusty in 5 years, and within 10 years you're welding them again. And there's no one can weld now. Well, not as much.
Oh, look at this. Timber Surf's having a go now. Is that MMA, MIG, TIG, gas, welding, gas axing?
Yeah, I was tempted to look for a plasma cutter. You see all these people on the YouTube channels fabbing stuff up and they've got a plasma cutter.
Right. You've used them, but they fill the room with this kind of noxious, because it's highly charged. It charges the airlock as well, doesn't it? No, pretty odd thing. I prefer the old gas apps personally. But everyone to their own. I haven't shrunk a weld in over a couple of years now, maybe more. But got no reason to either.
No, I
we're
sort of
struggling
I've
now.
done
We
me
don't.
Toyota Hiace for its MOT in 2019, and had to rebuild the lower corners and that, and behind the bumper. Because I was keeping it, I chopped everything out and refabbed rather than just sort of bodging it up to get it for an MOT. But the last time I'd done a bit of arc welding on the digger because the stabilizer arm at the front split. But they're sort of out of the way of the rain in the garage at the minute, so they're shoved in one of the sheds until I get the rest of this roof done.
Excellent. I've got a couple of good welders locally, just as well as I've got a 90s Micra. They're now joining the patches together to keep it running. That's funny. Also, thermite welding on modern railways. Yeah, that's quite an old thing, isn't it? Where they fill the pot up with this mixture and just pour it into the mould, and there's your rails welded together. I don't know quite how it works.
It's thermite's aluminium and iron powder, isn't it?
Oh,
You need something quite hot like magnesium to light it.
yes. I think it's quite an old thing, isn't it, that? Or not? We've been doing it quite a while. Since the 60-foot rails disappeared, because you look at some of these rail trains now, and they're, the rail actually goes across, half a dozen of the wagons. That as the wagon goes round the corner, all the rails bend with it. Fly mode. I could not use stick welding. I just melted the bloody rods, I think. The stick's alright with heavy stuff. But you need a good little whack of amperes up behind you to burn like a 3.5 mil rod or something like that.
Well, I've got a reel of aluminium wire for MIG to run through the MIG because I've got couple of little jobs that need just tack welding back with aluminium scaffolding, but I've never done it yet.
The problem with aluminium, it's so soft that it gets caught up in the gun. And, what you really need is where the trigger is up that end of it, that the welding torch should have another motor on it, twin drive.
Yeah.
But you'll find you'll have loads of trouble with the aluminium wire if you've only got the motor in the welder. It will give you nothing but hell. It's so easy for it to just twist up the wire, even inside the liner. Absolute pain in the ass. But the good ones are they have another motor right at the end before it goes out the nozzle. Another drive there. But, self-oxygenating Flymo.
Yeah, it works quite well on speed cameras, Flymo.
A few welders among us there.
They can put a thermite bomb on top of a speed camera. They don't. That finishes them off.
Are there any left? Are there any speed cameras left? I'm going to stand there like. Is it?
The one near me is digital anyway, so it wouldn't help.
Okay.
That's right next to the fiber optic box.
Speed the youngsters go through this town. We've got a little town, Dover, but some of these lads driving their cars, especially in the daytime, they're doing like 70 mile an hour through the town, chasing each other. If you put a couple of coppers out with a speed gun, they would make their wages and some lots of revenue for the country. And probably save somebody's life. You know, some of these cars, little what I call shopping trolleys, they've got like 200 horsepower engines in them. They're
Yeah,
great in a straight line.
the failed PR there, Mike. When we won't call them speed cameras, we'll call them road safety cameras.
Right.
I don't think it convinced anyone.
Right.
The cash cow cameras.
Safety cameras now.
The thing is, if you look at the national statistics, road fatalities have not really had a great impact in lowering them over the years.
Well, they're going faster, but they've got airbags and all this, like, haven't they? Like, more accidents, less casualties.
Well, it's like anything when you're collating the data. Is it what do they use? You know, road fatalities if someone gets hit on a push bike or a pedestrian knocked down.
Right.
It's like when the electrical council brought in Part P and claimed all of the people that were dying through dodgy DIY electrics, and they put down the fatalities of sort of like, you know, Joe with his 1970s Black & Decker hedge trimmer made out of metal, chopped through the wire and electrocuted himself and died. That went down as an electrical related death that they used to back up their thing that Joe Bloggs was not competent enough to do his own electrics.
Right. I don't like this what kind of safety mothballed world we live in, because I was allowed to go out as 14 and a half with a tractor and a trailer and go and collect the bales. I mean, you knew if you got it wrong, it would kill you. But, you know.
Well, I think when my dad's brother, they didn't do a driving test. They just got issued with a driving license, I think, because they'd had horse and cart.
Right, yeah, fair enough.
I think they just applied for it, and that was sort of like, you know, it was pretty much basic back in them days. I mean, my dad was on about memory lane the other day when I was down there. He's 96. He was on about when he was 10, he was working at one of the clothing shops in Norfolk Street, and he used to take out some adapted footwear and stuff for the guys who'd lost their limbs in World War One.
Oh yeah,
that lived over West Lynn. So he used to have a bike over the other side of town, which is sort of like the long way because you had to go over the bridge to get over the other side of town. At 10 years old, and they were sort of, you know, navvying on the docks at 15, carrying 100 weight sacks on the back.
Yeah. You know, I went to Tesco's and the young lad said to me, "Oh, I can't let you have your beer. I've got to ask for permission." So no. I said, "Come on, mate. I'm 60 odd years old and I got grey hair." He said, "Oh no, it's more than my job's worth to let you have your beer."
Yeah, it's either like the licensing conditions for selling at which time on a Sunday, or some of the staff are too young to actually sell you the beer, so they have to get a supervisor to authorise the transaction.
Yeah, but it's obvious that I'm not bloody underage. That's what gets me. You know, it's just obvious. I could not be underage with bloody grey hair. But
no,
yeah, I don't like this namby-pamby one.
Was it a Sunday restriction though, buying the alcohol?
No. No, it's just your local bloody Tesco.
Because I've got, when I was still smoking, I went into Tesco's to buy some cigarettes late at night, and they don't sell tobacco products at night. And I'm like, what's the point in having a shop open when you can't shop?
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we've got Dan Steerland popped in. You're coming in at the end of the program, but welcome aboard, Dan. How are you? 14 in. We're really getting down to the. My gran worked for the Blesma. Now, hang on a minute. That's the.
That's the organisation
Yeah,
that helped Mark, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Oh, wow. Yeah, Mark's. Well, I went and see Mark personally. I spent the day with him and his family, and yeah, what a guy! What a guy! There's no stopping him.
Hmm. Yeah, I sort of speak to him on Messenger on a daily basis, pretty much.
Right. Yeah. And I had the what was it? I was fortunate enough to have a real good chat with his daughter named Maya,
Yeah.
and we just clicked, if you know what I mean. And yeah, she's a lovely little kid, and it was really nice for. I like it when young people can open up and talk to you without any kind of worries or.
Yeah,
And
some
his
are more
little girl,
confident
Maya,
at conversing, aren't they, than others? But
yeah, they are. Yeah, his daughter Maya was absolutely wonderful. And he said afterwards, after I'd gone and that, he says, "Cool, you've done something to her." He keeps mentioning you, silly old man. But there you go. Yeah, Mark and his lovely family. Yeah, of course he's an ex-driver as well. I've done my old mileage.
yeah.
It was nice. It was really nice to go and visit the guy. Yeah.
That's my new package.
Oh, what's that? Are you up to it then with all the bits and bobs, are you? What's this? The Google phone or something? Oh, that's your grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Well
Last
done.
Sunday. Or
Wow.
already got him
Well
in
done,
camouflage.
Granddad. Well done, Granddad.
So
Yeah.
we'll have to get a Thomas and Percy now.
Oh, yeah, it's without a doubt. Oh, damn. And that be Oppa. Oppa is Granddad in German, is it not? Or is it another language? Oppa. Oppa. Yeah, I think that's German, isn't it? Mark's some guy. He really is some guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of clicked with Mark
Yeah,
because
yeah.
obviously with him being an amputee, I sort of understood his difficulties because my wife is an amputee as well. So, and she's wheelchair
Oh,
bound.
oh, okay, I didn't know that. Huh. But his Polish wife Moni she's a strong lad as well. And it's really nice to know he's off to Poland with his German timber stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's really nice. Hopefully, he's going to come out through Dover so I can say hello to him as they disappear.
Hmm.
You never know. Swindon,
Yeah.
it's likely to go through Dover, isn't he? So I'm hoping to actually.
I guess with his layout move, he's going to have a truck or a van to shift his stuff over to Poland anyway. And so someone's on a road trip with him.
Yeah. As he's in the road haulage association, he can probably arrange something with one of his ex companies to take him out there on a good price, no doubt.
Possibly. I mean, there are a
Yeah.
lot of. There's 2 or 3 round this way with vans that sort of specialise in. Well, Latvia and Lithuania, sort of the main ones round this way, because obviously there's some move over here and some move back.
Yeah.
Because being an area where we are, we're a lot of food manufacturing, so the vast majority of the staff now are Eastern European.
Yeah, amazing. Latvian and.
Or Portuguese. If you go over to sort of Norwich way and Swaffham,
All right.
they all tend to be Portuguese.
I like the Portuguese. They've got a very nice, gentle manner to them. The Portuguese. Obrigado.
But they are in Boston. My mate, when he came out of the army, he went over to Boston on a council estate. And that was sort of basically 2 halves. It was one half which was or one area that was mainly Portuguese, and he basically got told he weren't welcome
It's amazing, isn't it?
to be in the area.
No, we don't want any of that thing, you know.
And he just, I think he'd spent about 4 or 5 years in Afghanistan working with the Afghans as like a liaison type officer sort of thing.
Right.
But I know what I'd have told him.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. This is my country, not yours. Like that, I think you should bugger all. Oh, well, you know, look at southern Spain, and the poor old Spaniards had to put up with all these Brits down there. It's amazing. But,
I would never consider moving to a country where I couldn't read and speak the language. I mean, I'm always sort of, you know, some of the Eastern Europeans that come over here some are better linguistic skills than others, some don't. But I thought many moons ago the government had said if you didn't have a basic grasp of the language, you couldn't come over here and work.
yeah.
But that doesn't seem to be the case. When I was out of work and I was doing a bit of freelance work, shall we say, at one of the factories, doing like maintenance and stuff, I put up all the sort of HSE signs in Russian, Latvian, Lithuanian, and something else, Polish. I said, "There's something wrong here, Ken." I was talking to the plant manager, because he was the only English person there. I said, "Where's the English one? Where's the English sign?" They used to have one English forklift driver, and I think that was a token. Everyone else was basically the director, the finance director, and the factory manager were English. The secretary for the director was Lithuanian, I think, and everyone else was Latvian, Lithuanian, Polish, whatever. And there was one English forklift driver and me.
Wow.
Problem is, you sort of come into those environments, you can't break the ice with them. So you're always sort of like, you know, why English people say, oh, well, they won't do these jobs anymore. When you go into that environment, you don't feel welcome because you can't converse with them. No. Well, they don't want to. You know, the people naturally form groups, don't they? It's human nature. So you're going to form groups with people that you have common things with, language being one of them. But I mean, some of them you could talk to, but the girls tended to be more friendlier than the lads. I mean, when I was at the electronics place, we took on a Slavic girl. I think she was actually, her parents were Russian, but they'd gone to Yugoslavia and basically become Europeans so they could move out of the she moved to Southern Ireland, conveniently got pregnant, got citizenship in the EU, then moved to the UK and worked with us. But when her fella came over, her character totally changed. She went back in her shell again once he was there.
But, yeah, some of these people are very oppressive to their ladies, aren't they?
I think it's more like probably we were in the 40s, or men were in the 40s, you know.
Probably worse than that.
You know,
we got Turkish next door, and there's
you know, their attitudes towards women are probably
they're second race, aren't they?
Ours would have been. Yeah, I mean, I think some of them are like, you know, the woman's got to walk behind the man, haven't they? You know, there's no holding hands with your wife or putting your arm around her.
It should be arm in arm, shouldn't it? Or hand in hand.
Yeah, the women have to walk behind.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind my missus because I have to push her in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Like Muslims, you won't see the lady after 8 o'clock in the evening. They're not allowed to go out. Train's on strike tonight. Oh dear.
Yeah.
No,
I always have to walk behind my missus.
Yeah, that's very nice for you to do that for her. There we go. I'm just complaining because everything's standing still. But, yeah, fly mode's been going on about Papa and Grand-Père and Grand-Papa. I think
Grandpapa.
he's having a pop at you. The trains are not on strike tonight. Here we go. But it is getting on. I think it's about, what's the time? 23:41. So I'm
20 to
worried about
12.
my
Well, I'm
neighbour.
going to have to pull off the camera anyway because I've got to put my wife to bed. I
Okay.
just had the text message 10 minutes ago.
All right. Well, from your good lady.
Yeah.
All right.
So I will leave you solo for now.
Okay, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to your good lady. He comes first, above all.
Yeah. I'll just carry on in the chat in the sidelines.
Okay. Well, there's only 14 of us here. I'm still listening and laying track. Well done. Well done, Steve. Keep that track going down, mate. We want to see it working very soon. And have you finished your cricket grounds yet? Oh. I'm fading too, hanging on though. Yeah, well done. Well, looking at the time, I've only done 3 hours tonight. Short of 3 minutes of 3 hours. So I've got a wretched cold and what can I bring into focus? Let's bring this back. Don't go back very often. Is Captain Static still here? Okay. Once it shrinks down, Wiley will be back to his cricket ground. It's 23:43, so I might as well just take it till midnight. Why not? Although there's only 13 of you in the house. Anybody want to say anything? It's your chance. I just had a scary experience. Went and got another beer and got all the way back to the computer before I realised I hadn't opened it. Oh, just bite the top off, Mike. It'll be alright. I don't mind forgetting things like birthdays. The bottle I produce is obviously no. Well done, Mike. So, is Captain Static still in the house? Let me look back through the chat and see how long ago it was, or he's not said anything for a long time. I reckon Mark's farted out. So I'm having a running session with Mark next week. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. So looking forward to them. It's always fun. Excuse me. Oh, my poor nose. But yeah, let's bring Blackmore Vale around and let her sit up on the top row there. Oh, you've been using my old track, have you? I suppose with a good polish up, it must work still, some of it. Oh, crikey, it is old, Mike. I think I was 14 when I built that layout in the back room. 13. 14, 12, it's 50 years old, that track. And if it still works, that's amazing. Bosses I prefer have corks and single. What's that? What is this? It's a class 411 EMU. They're really old Bristol Mark 1 carriages that were converted to electric motors, I think. And yeah, they were brand new when I was a child. They lasted right up until about 2010, maybe. But, let's bring something else into camera. What we got? Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's coming. It'll take a long time to get here, though. Yeah. What's on this one? All sounds good. B17 on the minerals one. Yeah. Been a good go, actually. It's a railroad version. I've probably done about 100 real miles. I do get on some stick. Alan, got any Great Western Railway ready to run? I've got one Lima Great Western Railway, but she's not in good fettle. I must say, she is not in good fettle. I haven't got many Lima locomotives. I've got lots of Lima rolling stock, including this rake here. The BP wagon, I think, are all of Lima. And yeah, I like the rolling stock. I think the rolling stock's pretty good. Like that. That there is a Lima as well. Really good detail. Runs well. Metal wheels. Yeah, that's virtually all Lima train, I think, apart from the double brake there at the back. There we go. And that's a Buckland class 20. Well behaved wagon. What's that green diesel? It's a class 20. See if I can tilt her over. Class 20. I bought it off Captain Static. And it's the main now. Oh! Having trouble with my tripod. Oh, right. Some of these are like triangle and Dave Harlow, I'm not sure. And these are really old triangle, like 60s, with new wheels. They run really good. I've got my pink one, I think, Queen Mary brake van on the back. Oh, please excuse me, I'm in a bit of a mess tonight. Digger's going. Thank you, Digger. Take care, my old mate. I'm off to bed. Night, good night, all. Good night, Digger. Everybody's saying good night to Digger. Oh, yeah, we're down to 12, so gonna take it up to the midnight hour, and it's 49, so there's 11 minutes left, and then I'm going to push the button. So thanks for coming, my love. Hope to do it again next week. Hope going to pop a video out, or maybe 2 videos this week. One will be a running session with Captain Static, and the other will probably be more electrics. Well, we're down to 12, so mainline split chassis locos. Not very impressed, I'm afraid. No. This is my what is it? It doesn't say. It's a Royal Scott split chassis, and they're not very well made. Lovely loco, but I sent I posted it to somebody and bugger me, I can't remember his name. And he put new gears in it because the gears had sheared off. But yeah, lovely model, but not very well. The mechanics are not good. So I only run a light loco now and again because I don't put a big load on it in case it shears its gears off again. Plastic gears. And what's that all about? Give me some brass cogs, please. 5. Yeah, my black 5 is up on the shelf. I'm a bit of a day off actually. It's normally here. But there you go. I've only ever bought one item from Mainline. A big fan. I think the rolling stuff is really good actually. But I've got a couple of Mainline locos and I don't really like them. I'm a triangle boy, with brass worms and things that are run for 100 miles or more without even thinking about it. Split chassis, split gears is a problem. Yeah, you know about it, don't you? Yeah. I found some of the final drive, this really fragile little plastic cog. I mean, that's the cog that takes all the hammering, and yeah, like not. I usually lose the brush screws, never find them. And the new bushes are tiny. I even think about taking a loco apart if it would never work again. Yeah, well, I sent this away. Somebody said, "Oh, I'll do it for you," because I tried to take it apart, and I really didn't know what I was looking at. The motor's sideways. It's not kind of lateral like everything else I've got. The motor is sideways, and I couldn't get the bloody thing apart. So I screwed the screws back in and mentioned it on the video. And some lad, sorry if I've forgotten his name, said, "Post it to me. I'll mend it for you." And he did. It runs. It does run, but it kind of whirs its way around the track. And so I should only run it like loco. See if it's going back to the depot. Yeah, okay. Okay. It's a shame to hear. Check out that RC car. Spares too. Looking at for some brass drive gears for the cog replacement on the Ringfield. Well, as they all come out of the Rovex factory, I gather they're the same bits. You like taking locos to bits, so do I if I understand them, but I have them in a few sizes now. The last ones, really. Yeah. I couldn't repair it. I'm kind of conversant with what I know, but that was over my head. Nice model, but the mechanics are something else. They have a brass cock brass ones. I shall investigate further. Okay, thank you. But yeah. Right, let's have a look at the time. We've got 6 minutes. Last orders. Ding ding. Right. My cold is getting worse. Thanks for popping in, guys. There's still 12 of us here, so we're all having a what a bad price for past 20 years, 70 quid. No, that's not bad. That's what I paid. I think that's what I paid for them. And yeah, that seems to run all right. I think I'm going to get my money's worth out of it. Everything lasts forever nowadays. I'm a bit worried about my B17. It's the railroad version. I'm quite happy with that. There's not much to break off, and boy, has it done some mileage already. And my school's burnt out, I think. I don't think I can find a motor for it. I can find B17 railroad version. Bought it brand new. I think it was 78 quid or something. It has been a good machine. I think I'll have a pint of Mad Butcher IPA at the pub. Yeah. Is that British beer? Mad Butcher IPA? Nice to hear that you've got IPA the other side of the pond. Yeah. Okay, chaps, got 3 minutes, so we'll start to shut down now. We'll send all this loft out of the way, I think. I go on Blackmore Vale. It's been a good piece of kit, really, man. Whoops, wrong way. Who's next? Class 20. Off you go. With your rake of Lima wagons. Alright, Steve, see you next week, hopefully. Yeah, nice one. Puts hairs on your chest. Yeah, good. Alright. Oh, steady now. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that. 3 hours, 13 minutes and 15 seconds in. I'm going to have to say goodbye, chaps. There we go. So thanks, everybody. Take care. Yeah, okay. Have a good evening, Steve. Yeah. Enjoy your pint, yeah. And Steve originally is from Margate or Ramsgate, I believe. Kent boy. His accent is again a little bit American. He's been over that long. So, yeah, take care, guys. Oh, my nose. Oh, dear. What a mess. Yeah. Sorry about this. I think the chat carries on for about, yeah, ciao, Timber Surf. Thanks, young mate. Thanks for coming in, Timber. Thanks, Adam. You're always more than welcome. You're an absolute star. Arrivederci to you as well, Mark. Top zines. Didn't get Philippine tonight, which is quite strange. It's normally here. Yeah. Ciao, bene. Yeah, well done. Ciao, bene, mañana. Sorry. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 to 1. Take care, guys. Bye, bye.